Buy the California Lottery. Remember, when you buy a lottery ticket, California schools win.
You've seen the images for years. Mega Millions, Super Lotto Plus, and of course, the famous Lotto Scratchers. For millions of Californians, playing these games are a way of life, a daily or weekly thrill for those who love being entertained and dreaming big. But the California Lottery is much more than giant payouts for players. The whole reason it began, the lottery was created to give back to public schools.
Since 1985, we just hit the $22 billion mark, actually, that we've given to public education here in the state.
That's right, $22 billion in 25 years. But for those who may be skeptical about who benefits from lotto sales, it's important to take a look at the whole lottery picture to determine if playing is really worth it.
I can't tell you how many of our players walk up to our retailers, they purchase that ticket, and someone behind them will say, oh, that's just a wasted dollar, and they'll turn around and they'll say, no, it's not a wasted dollar. I get to have fun, I get to dream for a little bit, and I'm helping the schools. So is that so bad for a dollar?
The reason that each and every lotto ticket purchased gives back to schools is because in 1984, California voters passed Proposition 37, which gave permission to create a state lottery. The whole intent of the act was to give money back to public education without raising taxes. And it worked. Now, 34% of all lottery revenue, or 34 cents for every dollar, is given back to every public education institution in California.
It's always surprising to people because it's more than just that kindergarten through 12th grade. It's also the University of California system. It's all charter schools in the state. It's community colleges. It's the Hastings School of Law. So it's a wide range.
And it's up to the individual schools to determine how and where to spend their lotto money.
Well, the California Lottery has partnered with the State Superintendent of Public Instruction, Jack O'Connell, and he actually works with the schools to get information back from the schools about how they are using the lottery money. In a lot of cases, it's being used to bring in the special programs teachers, like your music teacher, your art teacher, in some cases even the school nurse. Or it's being used to pay for instruments for those music classes, computer labs, or in some cases, like the Lemon Grove School District, they're purchasing laptops for the children to be able to take home with them.
The lottery says they're committed to enhancing education and supporting local communities, like sponsoring a multitude of programs, such as Teacher of the Year, Distinguished Schools, and more.
This year, we're sponsoring the 14 regional spelling bees throughout the state. We also partnered with the San Francisco Chronicle newspaper. They make available digital newspaper edition for the kids to be able to use in the classrooms. And then there's a whole education series that went with it. And this year we did something called Young Biz, which is teaching kids about business.
Helping the lottery are local retailers throughout the state who are also doing their part to give back to education as well.
Give some credit to our retailers too. We have over 21,000 retailers throughout the state, and so many of those also give back to the community. They will do something to sponsor a band or an art program or some kind of a scholarship program.
So it's important to remember that even if you don't win from that $2 scratcher or $5 quick pick, your local school is winning big time, and every time you play.
We have 7 different draw games, almost 40 different scratcher games. We do almost $3 billion a year in sales, which translate to $1 billion to education. It's the only reason we have a lottery.
For California Live, this is Jennifer Quinones.